Happy to be here with you on Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora inside of Avicolli's 7839 here Oswego Road on the Route 57 and Wetzel Road corners here right down the road from Liverpool High School. We're here every single month with Liverpool's high school teams here supporting the Warriors. We're here with boys basketball right now. Before we get to Derek and Owen, can we please give them a round of applause? Show them some love here today. Yeah! a little bit of love. All right, Derek, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well. Derek Grimshaw, Owen Michaud here with us from boys basketball with the Liverpool Warriors, starting off the season 8-1. So congratulations on that. I know you guys got a big game coming up this weekend. Derek, your thoughts on the start to the season? Was this expected to start this hot, or what's your take on it?
Yeah, I think we were expected to start this hot. We just got to keep it going, and yeah, this is what we expected.
And when you say it's what you expected, what is it about this year's team that's made you believe that you would start like this?
We just had good chemistry in practice. We're all like friends in school and stuff, and we just a lot of talent on the team. So.
All right. So you say you're all close, have good chemistry and whatnot. Who would you say is the closest of your friends on the team?
Like of mine personally?
Yeah.
Probably Caleb, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, probably Caleb.
Why Caleb?
I don't know. Like we had a couple classes together last year, and we just like known each other for a while. So yeah.
All right, Owen, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing well. So bring me into your thoughts on the season so far. Why you feel like the team started like this?
I think this was expected. We have high expectations. We lost early, obviously, with that. I feel like that helped our team more than going into this without a loss. You know, you learn from a loss, so that always helps. But yeah, we're living up to our expectations so far, and it's been a good season.
What did Coach tell you about expectations? Coach Blackwell, what did he say going into this year?
That we shouldn't settle for anything less than what we're capable of. He believes we can make it to a state championship and a section finals, so that's what we work hard to do.
Who would you say you're closest to on the team?
Probably Owen Salinger.
Okay. Did you say Owen?
Yep.
So Owen and Owen. Okay, so Owen squared. Why'd you choose him?
I don't know. He just looks up to me all the time, and I got to babysit him all the time.
Okay. All right. So we talk about team chemistry and a good culture. How would you describe the environment of this boys basketball team at Liverpool?
I think it's a real competitive environment. There's a lot of trash talk going on, but I mean,
all right.
Once we get off the court, it settles back down and we're all friends. So. All
right, Derek, who's the biggest trash talker on the team?
Definitely Bruce or Jadir.
Okay, Bruce or Jadir. Okay, so I want to get a vote here between Bruce and Jadir. So by a round of applause, I'm going to say their name, and you can tell me, is Bruce the biggest trash talker? Give me that answer. All right. We'll wait on that. Jadir? Nothing. All right. So they say it's Bruce. Why? So you chose them both. Why'd you choose them?
Well, it's probably Bruce because he'll just trash talk anybody for anything. You can miss one shot and he'll just go at your neck like it don't matter. He'll even trash talk you in school and stuff.
Okay, so he's the biggest trash talker in your opinion. Owen, would you agree or not?
I would have to agree with that.
Okay. What's he like in practice?
He's always clapping. He's always got something to say. I mean, he's pretty nice to me, but.
All right. Has anybody made him pay for the trash talking?
Isaiah has. Isaiah, yeah, he's always taking him to the basket. You know, outworking him. So.
All right. So Isaiah has taken him. Okay. Yeah. All right. Fair enough, Derek. We were talking about the culture of this team. And Owen said very competitive. What other words would you use to describe this year's team?
Passionate, I guess. I think everybody wants to win a sectional title and eventually a state title, so really just passionate and yeah.
We do something on the show called Tell Me Something Good. You're going to have to do that about each other in a second, but I can kind of see him through this screen. You can see him better than I can, but I've been friends with him for a long time, so be gentle. Coach Blackwell. Derek, tell me something good about Coach.
I have mine now.
Me should go first.
Okay.
So we're a competitive team, and he lets us go at it.
Okay.
He knows when to draw the line, but he also lets us talk.
So what you like about him is that he lets you guys get after each other.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Derek.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to build on what Mish said. He lets us get after each other in practice, and he knows when to draw the line, and yeah.
I can't see Coach's face right now, but you took a long time to figure out your answer, Derek, and you just piggybacked off of Owen. So.
He just had a really great answer. So
Okay.
I couldn't really top that.
All right. Okay. So he lets you guys go at it in practice.
Yeah.
Who would you say challenges you the most in practice, Owen?
Probably Luca. I guard Luca a lot. That's usually my matchup.
All right. So Luca, what does he do to make you better?
He takes me to the basket quite a few times, yeah.
Okay, Derek, what about you?
Probably Sal. Definitely Sal.
Okay. All right, why?
Every time I come down the court, he's clapping in my face and just talking trash to me. So definitely Sal.
Is there anybody on the team who doesn't talk trash? Is there any quiet person on the team?
Nah, no. Everybody talks trash.
Everybody talks trash? So, Coach is disagreeing with you right now. Coach is holding court right now off
Dre's a
screen.
game trash talker.
Dre's a game trash talker. Okay. So in practice, who does it? Who doesn't talk trash?
Probably Brady.
Brady?
Yeah, he doesn't say
In
too
practice doesn't say too much? Okay, all right. So they say when you're on a good team that practice is tougher than a game. Owen, would you agree with that with this year's team, and why?
I would have to agree. It's tiring. We play a lot in practice, so it's similar to a game in that sense. But there's a lot of talent, and I think we have one of the best rosters around. So having all the best players in one game is kind of helps us.
Yeah.
Derek, what about you? Why is practice, in your opinion, this season tougher than the game so far?
Yeah, I think it is. It just feels like more competitive when we're in practice. In games, we usually are up most of the time, and in practice, it feels like we're competing more than we are in games.
So for you guys, like you said, a loss early can teach you something. Getting the loss here in the first 9 games, Derek, I'll stay with you. What did the loss teach you about the team?
That we are beatable, and we do have weaknesses that we have to work on, and we just got to continue to not slack and not overlook anybody.
Owen, you heard Derek talk about the fact that having that loss shows weaknesses. If you can see your weaknesses and you know them, then you can address them obviously before your opponents can get to them. So do you feel like the team has done a good job at seeing where you need to get better and getting better in those places?
Yeah, I feel like after our loss, we've practiced a lot harder and focused more in practice. So that helped us.
How have you gotten better from the first game to now?
We work harder.
What about you personally?
Probably paying more attention during the plays, hustling more.
Okay.
Playing some better defense.
All right, better defense, better hustle, paying more attention. Derek, how have you gotten better from game 1?
Hustling more and just showing a lot of support for my teammates when I'm not in the game.
All right, so we're at that part of the broadcast where you tell me something good about each other. Derek, tell me something good about Owen Michaud.
Like as a basketball player or personally?
However you want to describe it.
He can shoot the lights out. He's just he's a nice kid. And he's just I've never really heard Mish be negative, in practice or in games. He's just always positive, I think.
Okay, so positivity, I like that. Owen, tell me something good about Derek Grimshaw.
I think Derek's a really good teammate. He's always clapping for you if you do something well. He's a good supporter on the bench when he's not in the game. He's always into the game. He's always paying attention. So I feel like that's a good trait.
All right, fair enough. Before we get into rapid fire, where you guys get to put me on the hot seat and ask me any question in the world and I have to answer it, can be sports related or not, but I get to do the same to you, so remember that. Before we get into that, favorite part of practice, Owen?
Probably the 3-on-3s. Probably 3-on-3s. I feel like that.
3-on-3s?
Yeah.
That's
Or-
your favorite?
Yeah, or the no dribble 4s.
Okay, all right. Derek, your favorite part of practice?
Yeah, probably when we do our 4-on-4s, just because we're moving all the time then. So.
Least favorite part of practice, the part of practice you don't like to do, Derek?
10 touches or stretching.
Oh, you gotta stretch. Gotta do that. Owen, what's your least favorite part of practice?
I mean, 10 touches and yeah, and 3-line defense.
3-line defense. Okay. All right. Fair enough. So with that being said, before we get into our second part here, Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora live on location at Avicolli's, corner Route 57 Wetzel Road in Liverpool, New York. Down the road from Liverpool High School, we're here with the boys basketball team for the Warriors. 2 questions apiece. Anything that you guys want to ask, anything I want to ask, we'll go back and forth. Owen, you can ask me the first question.
What sports did you play in high school?
Basketball.
Is that it?
I played baseball and I got hit by a wild pitch. So I stopped playing baseball because I wasn't really into baseball. So I played basketball pretty much my whole life. So basketball.
If you were to have dinner with any celebrity, who would you have it with?
If I could have dinner with any living celebrity? All right. If I could have dinner with any celebrity, who would it be? That's a good question. Yeah. Let me see. Who would I want to eat dinner with? Somebody alive, I would probably say Fred Taylor and Damon Stoudemire, because Fred was my favorite Jaguar and Damon's my favorite Raptor. So probably those guys. But I would also really like to have dinner because I've spoken with them individually a lot, but they razz each other, and I always like to see it, but I want to be at dinner with it. So I would like to have dinner with Alan Griffin and Ryan Blackwell is what I would like to do. I'd like to see, Milk Dud go at it here with Snackwell. I'd like to see that. I like to see that. I like to see them trash talk each other. All right, so those are your 2. Owen, I'll give you 2. So my first one to you, worst song you've ever heard, the one that you can't stand. I got one. Unplayable song, like a song if you hear it, you shut it off.
Oh yeah, probably Munch by Ice Spice.
What'd you say?
Munch by Ice Spice.
Okay, all right, I don't know what that is. All right, Owen, my second question for you. If you had an unlimited amount of money, first thing you would do?
I'd probably buy a mansion.
Okay.
Buy a nice house.
All right, where would the mansion be?
Probably by the ocean.
By the ocean?
Somewhere
Down
warm.
south?
And down south, yeah.
All right, okay. Do you have a preference of what state you'd live in or no?
Probably like Georgia.
All right, down in Georgia. Okay, all right. All right, well, we'll go back and forth here, Derek, you and I. Go ahead, you got your first one.
How long have you been doing this talk show?
I've been broadcasting, it'll be 20 years in November.
Okay.
I started when I was like 17-ish, 17, 18. So right when I got into college, I started.
Who do you think's gonna win the Super Bowl?
Oh, man. That's a good question.
Be realistic. Giants.
So, realistically, I know people are going to react to this. I'm a Jaguars fan, right? I know that people don't like that. But I do not think they're going to be at the end, unfortunately. So, realistically, I think Buffalo, and I honestly, they've had 3 different quarterbacks, but I think San Fran is really dangerous right now. So, if I had to pick today in this moment, I'd pick the Bills over the 49ers. If I had to pick. All right, Derek, my 2 questions for you. All right, Derek, you got to be Ryan Blackwell for a day. Okay? So you're going to be Ryan Blackwell for a day. I need you to tell me where you would go, what you would do, and what type of coach you would be. Where would you go? What would you do? You could be Ryan. You switch bodies for a day. Your soul switched with his. So where are you going? What are you doing? Never asked this question in 19 years, and I can't see Ryan's face right now. So
I guess probably go to the school and I don't know, try and dunk.
go to the school, try and dunk. How would you? What type of practice would you run? What type of coach would you be?
I just like let the players like just play pretty much all practice. So let them kind of run their own practice, but like be there.
Okay. So you would let them scrimmage?
Yeah, let them scrimmage.
All right. So you would go to the gym, try to dunk, and then let the players play.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Last question for you, Derek. Best advice you've ever been given?
Okay. If one thing doesn't work out, that doesn't mean like that's the end of it. Like there's always, like if I wanted to do something and I couldn't do it right then and there may be another time in the future I could do it, or there's always another door or another way to do something that I want.
I like that. Always find another way. Derek Grimshaw and Owen Michaud, myself, Dan Tortora here. Liverpool boys basketball Warrior Specials here with Liverpool happen at Avicolli's every month, brought to you exclusively by Wake Up Call, and we'll be back.